observe about objects. So first thing we need to do is write our vocabulary words at the bottom of your page. The first word is matter, weight, property, temperature, and texture. Remember, throughout this lesson, you can always play and pause the videos as needed. Follow along as I read. Why matter matters. Look around. What do you see? Are there trees, toys, or books? These things are matter. Matter is anything that takes up space. Even the air you breathe is matter. Look at the ball, the clock, and the boy. Draw an X on each thing that is matter. So the ball is made up of matter, so we need to draw an X through that. The clock is made of matter, so we need to draw an X through that. And so is the little boy. So remember, these things are all made up of matter. And matter is just anything that takes up space, and that's even the air you breathe. What it's like. A property of matter is one part of something. So, of what something is like. Some properties are size, shape, color, and texture. Texture is what an object feels like. In each box, draw an X on the object that does not belong. Big and small are words that tell about size. So let's draw an X through the yellow card because it is not the same size as the red and green. Star and heart are words that tell about shape. So look at the shape. We have 2 stars but only 1 heart. But we also have 2 things that are red and only 1 that's blue. So you can choose. Red and blue are words that tell about color. So let's cross out the blue because it is not the same color. Soft and hard are words that tell about texture. So cross out the plastic ladybug. Heavy or light. Some things you pick up feel light. Others feel heavy. Weight is the measure of how heavy an object feels. Order these objects from light to heavy. Write 1 for the lightest and 3 for the heaviest. So paint, paperclip, and marker. Which do we think is the lightest? The paperclip. I agree. What do we think is the heaviest? The paint. So that would mean our marker was in between. Hot or cold? How hot is a pizza? How cold is an ice pop? You can find out by using temperature. Temperature is the measure of how warm something is. Down at the bottom, make sure you draw something that is hot and something that is cold. Will it sink or will it float? Think about things in a tub or a pool. A sponge may stop on top of the water. A bar of soap may go to the bottom. An object that floats stays on top of the liquid. An object that sinks falls to the bottom. So, circle what floats and draw an X on what sinks. So our friends in the boat are floating and the rock sank. Uh-oh. How does that boat float? Look at the clay boat and the clay ball. The ball sinks. The boat floats. Why? The ball and the boat have different shapes. The shape of the boat helps it float. Sometimes changing the shape of something makes it sink or float. Sum it up. Circle each blue shape. So let's do that first. Circle each blue shape. Draw an X on each square. Underline each big circle. So some of our items might have more than one thing on it, like more than one circle or square, X, So, draw an X on the small dog. Is this toy soft or hard? Soft. Good job. Okay, and remember, you can always play and pause as needed. I am going to erase so that we can zoom in on our vocabulary review. The measure of how warm something is the temperature. The way something feels is texture. The measure of how heavy something feels is the weight. A part of what something is like. Property. Okay, so solve the riddle. Write the circled letters in the order on the lines below. I am anything that takes up space. What am I? Okay, so the number 1 is an M. The number 2 is an A. 3 and 4 are the letters T. 5 is an E, and 6 is an R. So it's matter. Our last page. Apply concepts. Sort these shapes. Draw each one in the diagram. So make sure you do that. You are going to sort your hearts, your red hearts, and just the red items. You can just draw a line from each to where it goes. Circle each thing that floats and draw an X on each thing that sinks. And then number 3 says, name or draw something hot, name or draw something cold. Thank you guys for listening. I'll see you later.